welcome to All Things AI with Capria, where we will decode and simplify everything about AI. Our guest today is Will Poole, Managing Partner and Co-founder Capria Ventures, and our resident AI evangelist. Will believes the best way not to be consumed by AI is to be consumed by AI. Will, I'm sure you've read everything there is to be read about AI, and I'm sure you've read about Sam Altman's Congress testimony. What do you think is the real impact on the tech startup ecosystem?
Let me start by correcting you, Sandhya. I think that the AIs read everything there is to be read about AI. We humans simply have to follow them. Regarding Sam Altman, I'd say that his testimony was very important in that it addressed the concept of many things, but also the concept of regulation. And I'm a funny guy to ask about regulation in tech because I've defended Microsoft from 3 separate antitrust trials, all of which resulted in regulation, and none of which was actually effective. It distracted a whole bunch of senior executives, but it didn't really change anything. So what Sam Altman, though, said was, hey, this technology is moving faster than any technology has moved before, and it's moving in ways that even we as senior researchers, the best of the best, don't truly understand, and we need to put some rails on it. And I think that he's right about that. I think that it has to be done in a way, however, that does not in any way preclude advancement. It's a global arms race here, moving AI forward. But I think he's right about that. And I think that the smart people have to put their minds very quickly, to figuring out how to put some guidelines and rails around what AI can do and how it's disclosed, its use is disclosed, and how we protect consumers from how AI works. Do it.
I want to move our focus, our chat today, to the devastation on jobs that's imminent. And this is also of concern to us, or we see the opportunity as VC focused on job tech. In this scenario where jobs are going to be lost in thousands and millions, could job tech play a role here, especially in the global south?
Well, let's start by, I think many of the articles that come out these days talk about the negatives, but they don't focus enough about the positives. Mm-hmm. And you referenced job tech, and in fact, job tech is what's going to enable the positives. And while there will be lower skilled jobs that may be lost, a simple customer service agent that does not have much training can be replaced by an AI very quickly. That same customer service agent can be upskilled, can be taught how to be a prompt engineer and how to ask the hard questions of the AI to give answers to questions that the AI itself couldn't do well when a customer was talking to them. So I think that even while a job may be destroyed, it may also be created at the same time. And the role of technology is to help in the creation and to mitigate for the destruction.
That's good perspective to frame this in. I want to end our chat, Will, given your 30 years of experience as an investor, and you've seen many tech revolutions in this era, what's your advice to founders?
My first advice to founders actually comes from some, as they say, school of hard knocks learning. I was raising capital for an e-commerce company in the early 90s. And in September of 1993, this thing called Mosaic showed up, and it was the first internet browser. And by 6 months or 9 months from then, if you did not have a really clear internet World Wide Web strategy as part of your startup, you did not get any money. And I learned that the hard way. And so the same thing is true today. Any founder that is building a company that can use generative AI in any way needs to have a good strategy. And better than that, they need to have a prototype.
No, thank you. I think that's a great message, to lead rather than to be led. So thanks, Will. I enjoyed our chat, and I want to end with the joke. I asked ChatGPT, and I asked it, why did a generative AI tool fail at a stand-up comedy open mic event? What did you think it said?
I really could. I have to ask ChatGPT. I don't know.
Because its humor was too artificial.
Okay.
So there's hope. If it begins to have humor, there's hope. And thanks, Will, and stay tuned, everybody, for more content around generative AI.